Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. Kind of a weird video to start watching for your first one, but go back and watch all the other ones. The time has come for me to do my last video of the year. It's not actually my last video of the year, but it's like my yearly wrap-up before my yearly review, which will be posted on New Year's Eve, I think, in the morning. All I'm doing in this video is packaging up these wreaths to go live elsewhere. Unfortunately not going to new homes, but going to stay somewhere because there are too many of them for me to keep in my house. So my mom has generously donated one of her empty closets to me. And yeah, I'm just going to go through one of these real quick to show you what I'm doing. And then the rest of them I'll just do while we have a little chat about the year. So these are some 13-gallon clear trash bags. I think they sell these in some stores. I just ordered mine off of Amazon because 100 bags were like, I don't know, however much things cost. I don't know. I think they were like $15. You can get like the dry cleaner bags. I'm sure if you went to your dry cleaner, it was like, hey, can I buy 10 bags? Or in my case, hey, can I buy 50 bags? But I just ordered these. They are big enough to fit the wreath, but not big enough to not disrupt anything on the wreath. So the bow's going to get a little smashed. The tails, these wreaths have just been all over my house, so they're not in the greatest shape already. But, you know, once it sells, I will bring it back to my house, trim it, fluff it, make sure everything on the back is good, package it, and send it. So, yeah. I'm just going to start at what the top of the wreath is, basically. And this is a deco mesh wreath on a 14-inch base. I have some, I don't have any grapevines to do, but I have a couple of flocked wreaths. Don't worry, these wreaths are perfectly fine in here, even if they're a little smashed. I don't worry about, like, because they're good. I'm just basically putting them in here to keep the mesh from other wreaths sticking on them, so I can really cram my mom's closet full. I use a kids wreath hanger, kids, what is this thing called? Clothing hanger. It fits in right here. Why is it not fitting in right here? This was the worst wreath to do this on, so it's just going to go like this and hang. And I can still reuse this bag if I want to, but you know, I'm not gonna fart over a hole in a bag. And let's do one more. This one's huge. This is one of my really early wreaths that never sold and appears to have some damage on it, so we will address that if it ever does sell. So, it is the end of the year. It is the Monday before Christmas, and I am reflective, as I always am at this time of year. Mostly about life in general, but also about my channel. This year I uploaded over 225 videos. So, given the length of my videos, that's probably about 400 hours, I would imagine. That's videos and live streams and Patreon videos. So, when I think about that 400 or so hours, that means that I also spent, I'd say a conservative 600 hours editing those videos. And that, my friends, is a long time. That is a very long time. I was very tempted in this video to sit down and show you guys how much I have made on YouTube, but I think that would be, I don't know, first of all, I think anybody talking about how much they make is like sort of tacky, but needless to say, I did not make 600 hours worth of money. Even if I added an Etsy, I did not make $600 worth of money. 600 hours worth of money. I'm actually out of hanger, so this one's just going to go on the pile. So this year, you know, I thought 2020 was bad. 2020 was bad for everybody. 2021 was supposed to be like our, oh, we're going to get better, things are going to be okay, and I guess for some people they did. For a lot of us they didn't. It certainly didn't for me. I spent a total of, what is 12 times 3? 36 weeks in physical therapy. Out of the 52 weeks in the year. That's 2 appointments a week. That was not easy. It was not easy being in as much pain as I am while I was doing that. I was, of course, hospitalized for a couple of days because of my reaction to the Jardiance my doctor put me on. And, God, I can't even remember everything that happened. All I know is that it has been a rough year. We had to help my mom move, get the house all in order. Just a lot of stuff. And while all that stuff was going on, while I was filming and editing and listing and posting and had physical therapy for 36 weeks and in and out of the hospital several times, either for the emergency room or to be admitted in ICU for 3 or 4 days, however long it was, I don't care to remember. I did not miss a single upload. Y'all had videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday or Thursday. This wreath is horrible. You know, I posted at least 3 videos a week, sometimes 4, sometimes 6. And I did not realize until maybe November, no, not November, it was earlier than that, maybe August, that I was not having fun anymore. I was not having fun, I was not happy, I was not healthy, and I knew that something had to change. And it was at that point that I decided that going into the new year I will no longer be making YouTube videos. So let's say that was August, and in September, my mom said, have you given any thought about making YouTube videos again? And I said, no. I said, I'm going to finish out the year, and I'm going to be done. I said, it's too much work, it's not enough reward, it is a financial strain, because what I make, unless that wreath sells, and the video does extremely well, I don't make my money back. I'm spending more money than I'm making. And it's just, obviously that's not a feasible business model, but it's also not a way to live your life. But if you take the money out of the situation, it does not change the fact that I was, and still am, not having fun anymore. So, the hurricane happens, you know, that's very hard on me, and my mom, and my whole family, and all my friends. It's just, it's hard. Was without power for a week, didn't miss an upload, had videos ready to go. So, the hurricane happens, we get into October, and all my Halloween videos start coming out, and, you know, I've been working on Christmas since August maybe. So I am very far ahead. I am so far ahead with my video postings. These are all videos you guys have seen already. That I am able to take the entire month of November off. I did not have to film a single video in November. All I did was stuff that I wanted to film. I think I filmed a haul or two. Maybe I made a wreath. I maybe filmed some stuff for Patreon, but I didn't sit down and be like, these are the videos that have to go out. I need to sit down and film these, because I had all the way through December and some of January done. So I took that month and told myself that I was going to relax and figure out what was next if I wasn't going to do YouTube anymore. Because I still wanted to make wreaths. I still enjoy making wreaths. It's this part. It's the camera, it's the editing, it's the posting, it's everything. If I could just make the wreaths and hand them off to somebody and hand the video files off to somebody, that would be ideal. I am not in a position to do that, and even if I was, I don't know that I would want somebody else editing my videos, at least the way the videos used to be, where we would sit down and have a conversation for an hour and a half while I made a wreath. But yeah, I had all of November to just kind of be. And the funniest thing happened is that when I stopped dealing with all of this, I rested my body, I rested my mind, I rested my creativity, and my resolve towards the first week of November was like, I am absolutely making the right choice. I am not going to make videos anymore. I am going to keep Patreon going, and I am going to make wreaths that are going to sell on Etsy, and that's going to be it, because, should be a shock to no one, YouTube is not worth it. If you are thinking of starting a YouTube career, unless you get a shout out and support from your friends and your followers, you're not going anywhere. And I know that I have hit 6,000. By the time you see this, I may be at 7,000 this year. I gained 1,000 followers very quickly in the past couple of weeks. But the amount of money I'm making does not negate the cost of doing this. So, it's November, and I've had a week of doing nothing, and I'm feeling good about it. I'm not really paying attention to YouTube. Y'all know I'm not great about comments, just because I usually do those once a week, and I wasn't doing anything, so I wasn't responding to comments. I was shipping wreaths when they were ordered, but I got on my analytics one day and realized that in the first week of November, I had made something like $100 on ad revenue. And just to be clear, YouTube does not pay you. It's Google. Google AdSense does not pay you until you make $100. There were, out of the 12 months of the year of 2021, I probably got paid monthly 3 or 4 times. Usually it was, you've made $60 this month. And then, the next month I made 60, so it brought me to 120, so they would pay me. So I was only getting paid every other month. So to get to $100 so quickly, I think October I got to $100, but it was like $103 by the end of the month. So to get to 100 and something in a week, I was like, okay. And I know that's happened. November was my biggest year last year. I figured that it was going to be higher than it was last year, but I did not realize how high it was going to get. I made so much money in November, which still is not, I'm saying so much money, it was so much money to me, doing something. November was the first time that I felt like, okay, I feel like I've been fairly compensated by my community in regards to YouTube, and when you edit in Etsy, it was like a living wage for the first month since I can't even tell you the last time I made like enough money to pay all my bills. It's been a long time. So my decision to honor this poor thing. My decision to kind of honor my own happiness and step away waned significantly. And I said, well, not everybody likes their job. Some people hate their job. I'm not at the point of hating YouTube all the time, or making videos, or dealing with people. I said, but a lot of people don't like their job, but they do it because they need to get paid. And if I'm getting paid, it makes sitting down and editing and posting and listing a little bit easier for me. You know what, I must have not been into January anymore, because at that point, I think it was into Christmas. Like, I knew that I was like getting done with Christmas. I don't think I had anything for January filmed. No, I didn't. I don't know why I said that earlier. I had bought stuff for January videos, which are Valentine's Day, obviously, and I think I filmed like a haul that has already posted. So I talked to my mom, I talked to Michelle, I talked to my therapist, I talked to my person, and I said, I don't want to do this anymore, but I feel like I have to, because I could actually do the things that I want to do eventually if I continue at this. So the Valentine's stuff came, and I started filming, and the Mardi Gras stuff came, and I started filming, and today I finished my last video for January. Finished filming it this morning, and yeah, so me not making videos anymore is something I guess I will visit again in August when I'm feeling particularly low, because business slows down so much. But the reason I'm telling you all this is that I am here, and you guys are the only reason, besides having to pay my bills, that I am still going to be doing this. Because when I get it alive, when I do a live video and I have people in there asking me, how do you do this, how do you do that, I have always been a teacher. That has always been what has made me the happiest, is when I am helping someone learn. Because I am a huge proponent of constantly educating myself. There is not a day that goes by that I don't try to learn something new. Whether it's a new skill, whether it's cooking something new, whether it's reading something I've never read before, whether it's watching a YouTube video about the 110 facts you didn't know about Pompeii. And I'm constantly in a state of educating myself and bettering myself, and watching business videos and watching, videos on what I think the trends might be for Christmas this year, next year, the year after that, whatever. So because I am such a huge proponent on constantly educating yourself, the fact that I get to do that is very important to me. Like, I like that people ask me, where do you get your boxes from? How do you ship the wreath? What do you put on Etsy? How do you price the wreath? How do you make the bow? Where do you buy the mesh? How do you cut the mesh? My mesh is fraying. What do I do? So if I can help you in any way start your business, like, the fact that people come to me to want to do that, and that I can offer that information to you free of charge, because I do not believe in gatekeeping something that could help someone else achieve their dreams. Like, I have Patreon. You are not going to learn a single thing on there that I would not tell you during a video, during a live. There's videos on there where I make something, but I'm not gatekeeping anything. I'm not pretending like I have all the answers if you pay me $5 a month, which I think is very fair considering the stuff you get access to over there. But yeah, you guys have really been there this year. I wish there were 10 times as many of you. Actually, I wish there were 13 times as many as you. I wish that I was making, I wish I was making November money every month. I wish I was making November sales on Etsy every month. I'm not. I don't know that I ever will be, but I'm going to keep trying if you guys are going to keep watching. So, yeah. I think that's all I wanted to say. I know last year I got very emotional. I figured I would this year. I still might. But I just wanted to say thank you. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family. You know, my sister comes into my lives. My mom comes into my lives. And they are just somewhat astounded that what I do means so much to so many people. And I am too, because I don't claim to know everything. I am here to keep you entertained, to provide information, to provide inspiration, to help you with any problems you need. I mean, I could give you a list of people who have asked me things that I don't need to tell them. You know, I don't need to tell you how to get cheaper shipping, but I do. Go to Parcel Path. Don't ship through Etsy. You know, lots of stuff that other people would be like gatekeeping, which, as we've established, I'm not into that. But like, I have goals. Y'all know my biggest goal is that I want to get out of this house. I want to leave this house. I want to leave these neighbors. I want to leave this noise, and I never want to look back. I want to have room to do everything I want to do without having to compromise that my entire bedroom is filled with wreaths and that I can't put a TV anywhere. Not that I would want a TV in my bedroom, but I want to leave this house. I want to leave this house. I want to go somewhere that's mine, and I can't do that. I really don't see myself ever being able to do that, but maybe. I don't know. So, mostly I just wanted to say thank you for 2021, especially November. You guys were awesome. And if you want to support me, if you want to help me, help myself, help you, help my mom, help my family, help my dog, help the YouTube community, there are a couple ways you can do that. You don't have to do any of them, but I'm just going to lay it out there. The simplest thing you can do, doesn't cost you a penny. You can like the video, you can comment on the videos, you can subscribe to the videos, and you can share them. You can share them wherever you want. You can ask me questions. Usually if someone asks me a question in a comment, because I do read all the comments, I just don't always get back to them. Because somebody says, oh, what a beautiful wreath, and somebody else says, hey, I'm having trouble doing this. I'm going to go with the person who's having trouble and needs a question answered before I sit there and type, thank you. Glad you enjoyed the video, you know. So just know that I do read all the comments. And it does help. You know, I've said this before, that everybody always says, you know, it really helps when people comment on my videos. And I'm like, okay, you have 1.5 million subscribers. How much could it actually help? But it does actually help, because those videos get put out there. More people see them. The more people who see them might subscribe to you, might support you through other ways, whatever. So if you have nothing to give monetarily, and you just want to do something nice for me for this Christmas season, subscribe if you're not, like and comment, send a video to your friends, post the video on Facebook, share it on Pinterest, pin the video on Pinterest, whatever you feel like you want to do. If you want to support me beyond that, you can always come to a live and send me a tip. You can tip me under every video to say thank you. There's a little thanks button. There's Venmo if you just want to say, hey, here's $20, go buy you and your mom a sandwich. Oh, I really want a sandwich now. My Amazon list is going to be linked under my videos from now on, because people keep asking, and I'm like, it's just stuff I'm eventually going to buy for myself. It's more of like a shopping list for me that I need to get to eventually, but if somebody else wants to go buy me some labels, some mail signs, or whatever else. I don't even know what's on there because I never really look at it. I just add stuff to it and then I'm like, oh, okay. So Amazon is my wish list. You can tip me on Venmo. If you want to get something for your money besides just being kind, you can always join us on Patreon. It's $5 a month. I'm really focusing on Patreon in the upcoming year. More videos, more tutorials, the same amount of behind the scenes stuff because that hasn't changed. Like as soon as I'm finished a wreath, it gets posted over there. Those people usually get first dibs. Like if they see a wreath that I post that I finished today, like I just posted a wreath that I finished this morning. If somebody sees that, they obviously get first dibs because then I don't have to list it. I don't have to go through the transaction fees on Etsy. I don't have to do any of that. They can just Venmo me the money. So yeah, those are the ways you can support the channel. If that's what you're so inclined to do, I would really appreciate it. Can I have this ornament, baby? Thank you. The dog would appreciate it. And one further thing before I'm done with this is that going forward, to make this easier on myself, the videos are going to be different. They are shorter. There is less narration. There is no more storytelling, really. I just kind of want to get in there, show you what I'm doing, and get it done. And the reason I'm doing that is because as much as I love to sit there and tell you guys an hour-and-a-half story about what happened when I got punched the other day at Walmart, I'm fine. It was not malicious. As much as I want to tell you guys that story, it draws out the video, it makes the video longer to film, it makes the video longer to edit, and people are less likely to click on a video that is an hour and a half long, where I am working the whole time, but I'm also telling you that I got punched at Walmart the other day. I'm fine, it was not malicious. So the videos are shorter. There is a lot more sped up sections. I'm not really showing bases. I'm just I'm showing how to do the bows sped up. I'm not talking through everything. And it's just so far, that has been better for me. So yeah, that's just, something to expect when the videos start posting again on the 6th, I think. I have my year in review that I'm going to film after this video post, actually. I'm going to film that after Christmas and get that up on New Year's Eve, and then I'll be back. I'll take my couple of days off that I normally do. Not as long as I normally do. I usually take 2 weeks. I'm only taking 1. So yeah, I'll be back on the 6th with Valentine's Day. All month, pretty much. There's a new thing we're doing called Tip Tuesday, where when I have a little tip, instead of explaining it in the video, I stop the video and record I think one of them's like 3 minutes, one of them's like 5 minutes, just real quick tips that I use to make things easier on me. So far, both of them have included fraying ribbon, I think. Yeah. So, you're still getting your 3 videos a week, and your Tip Tuesday every time I have a tip. I'm just going to throw them up on Tuesdays, and live streams Tuesday nights, probably. So yeah, you're still going to get as much content, just not as long of content, which... Do we really need me talking about how I got punched at Walmart? I'm fine. It was not malicious. Yeah. So, thank you guys. You have really changed my life in ways that you don't know. And I do want to quit. But you guys make it very hard to actually go through with that. Because when I don't feel good, when I'm having a bad day, I know I can go live. I know I can sit down and just make something knowing that somebody's going to see it, So, thank you to all my subscribers. Super thank you to all my Patreon members. Thank you to everybody who comes to my live. Thank you to the people who comment. Thank you to the people who buy wreaths. I love you guys. Keep buying them. Yeah. So, this is my last video I have to film besides the review and the recap of the year. Video-wise, not like what happened in the year in review, where we go through our project and say, I can't believe I made that, or oh my god, I love that. So we'll see you guys for that on New Year's Eve. I want you all to have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If you have already celebrated the holidays, if you've yet to celebrate the holidays, be safe, be good, do something nice for yourself, do something nice for the people you love, and yeah. Thank you guys. I will see you on New Year's Eve, and then I will see you back on the 6th for a whole new year of doing stuff and making things, and maybe I'll tell you guys a story about how I got punched at Walmart. Don't worry, I'm fine. It wasn't malicious. You guys have a happy holidays. Bye.